Hey guys, I'm May McDonough, and today on the Psychedelic Cherry, we're talking about secret hidden messages. Welcome back to the Psychedelic Cherry. If it's your first time, welcome. I'm May McDonough, and today I want to talk about secret hidden messages in rock and roll. So I think we've all heard stories about secret hidden messages when you play a record backwards. Led Zeppelin supposedly praises Satan in Stairway to Heaven. Motorhead also praises Satan in I think Dreamtime, and Queen even does it. Supposedly in another one, Bites the Dust, Queen says, smoking marijuana is fun. You know, parents' greatest nightmare, apparently, is Satan and marijuana, of course. My personal favorite would be the Beatles. The Beatles supposedly have a slew of secret messages in their music, all contributing to the Paul is dead theory. Paul supposedly died in a car crash in 1966, and the band replaced him with a doppelganger, and that man has been living as Paul McCartney ever since. And my favorite of those would be the number 9. In Revolution number 9, at the end you hear someone saying, number 9, number 9, number 9. And supposedly if you play that backwards, it says, turn me on, dead man, which of course is certain proof of the Paul is dead theory. So what are the components of these secret hidden messages? I noticed that in all of these hidden messages, when the track is played regularly forward, the speech sounds natural. It sounds like someone's speaking or singing, like I'm doing so now. And when you play the track backwards, it reveals the hidden message, but it sounds warbly, it sounds manipulated. And I thought to myself, how would one even do that? Because we would need to prove that that's even possible to give credence to any of these conspiracy theories, right? So that's what I want to set out to do today. So first, let's break down the components of a hidden message in music. Number 1, backmasking. Now, backmasking itself, there's nothing clandestine about it. It's a usual tool that we use in music. It's simply recording something, reversing it, and then popping it into a track so that when you play the track forward, there's actually a little segment of it that is reversed. The Beatles were famous for doing this. They love to do that. I think there's a song called Rain, which is a great example. At the end, you kind of hear this warbly, manipulated gibberish. And if you were to reverse that, you'd hear the original recording of that, which is John Lennon just talking about the sun and rain. So let's look at another component. Another component could be something called phonetic reversal. Now, phonetic reversal, if you're not a linguist, is actually when you speak something backwards. So if I wanted to say watermelon and apply phonetic reversal, I'd say nolem ratau. So what happens when we combine phonetic reversal with backmasking? Well, a great example of that would be the Black Lodge sequences in David Lynch's Twin Peaks. If you're not familiar, here's a clip.
Hallo, Ashton Buffer. I'll see you again in 25 years.
I absolutely love that show. I know it's polarizing, but stick with it. I love it. So that's a great example of combining backmasking with phonetic reversal. He actually films his actors moving backwards as well as speaking with phonetic reversal, and then he plays it on the TV show reversed. The trouble with that is it obviously sounds strange. It does not sound natural. It sounds manipulated. It's very obvious that you're listening to something backwards. So in cases like the Led Zeppelin song, the Queen song, all of these Beatles songs, it doesn't apply. It can't singularly be the method. So how would one do this? If these messages were deliberately recorded to reveal hidden messages when played backwards, how would one do so? That's what I want to set out to do today. So let's come up with one of our own. So I'm thinking the first thing we're going to need is a secret hidden message, what we want to convey. I'm thinking our secret message will be "Turn me on, YouTubers." So let's record that. Turn me on, YouTubers. Turn me on, YouTubers. Turn me on, YouTubers. Okay, and we're going to need to know what it sounds like when our secret message is reversed for reference. So let's reverse that.
Seriously Niners, seriously Niners, seriously Niners.
Now obviously that doesn't sound natural, so maybe we could come up with a phrase that utilizes actual words that sounds similar to what we're hearing here in the track reversal. Let's listen again.
Seriously Niners, seriously Niners, seriously Niners.
What does that sound like?
Seriously Niners, seriously Niners, seriously Niners.
Sarah Bush, the naughty nurse. That's what it sounds like to me.
Seriously Niners, seriously Niners, seriously Niners.
I'm going with that. Sarah Bush.
Seriously Niners.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Get a hold of yourself. I'm going with that. Sarah Bush, the naughty nurse. Sarah Bush, the naughty nurse. Sarah Bush, the naughty nurse. So let's record that. Bush, the naughty nurse. Sarah Bush, the naughty nurse. Sarah Bush, the naughty nurse. All right, so last but not least, the very crucial part of this, we're going to reverse this new recorded track. And ideally, if we've done our job right, if we executed this well, and if it's at all even possible, it will say, "Turn me on, YouTubers." Personally, I have my doubts, but let's reverse it. All right, so we're gonna highlight the track and reverse it. And now comes the moment of truth. Let's listen.
Serenity on YouTubers, serenity on YouTubers, serenity on YouTubers.
I'm not gonna lie, that's not that bad. Let's listen again.
Serenity on YouTubers, serenity on YouTubers, serenity on YouTubers.
Okay, one more time.
Serenity on YouTubers, serenity on YouTubers, serenity on YouTubers.
Yeah, that actually sounds pretty damn good. I'm gonna say that I'm a skeptic all the way, and I did not expect that to sound good at all. But I definitely hear the word YouTubers. I think the "turn me on" part, because we used the word nurse, it kind of sounds like "stern me on." Maybe if we used the word nert, but as far as I know, that's not a word. So there's a few hitches, but ultimately, I think that it's possible. I think that these, I think if I chose the right words, we could really get that to sound good. And I'm blown away. I don't Paul is dead. Paul is dead. That's what I'm taking from this. Wow. Okay. So that's been our episode about secret hidden messages and are they possible? The answer is yes. So this has been the Psychedelic Cherry. I hope you enjoyed it. This is probably my favorite episode thus far. And please subscribe.